Fans who encourage their favourite team with flares or fireworks are committing a punishable offence. They're scoring an own goal. These apparently harmless objects are actually quite dangerous and are an unsuitable way of showing joy or frustration. There's a great risk that fans will injure themselves or others. The use of pyrotechnic objects is also limited by law to certain situations. Generally speaking, they are forbidden in stadiums. Improper use carries a hefty fine. Police in Switzerland also record matches on video to use as evidence in court cases. When searching spectators, security stewards regularly find banned objects, Bengal lights, fireworks, smoke devices for emergency distress calls at sea, or homemade smoke devices. Spectators also try to smuggle in sparklers, petards and signal guns resembling ballpoint pens. And the signal guns even look dangerous, don't they? The most popular, but also the most dangerous object smuggled into matches is the magnesium or Bengal light. Once they are lit, they can no longer be extinguished because of the latent oxygen they contain. They burn for around 1 minute, even if they are placed in water or covered with sand. Bengal lights contain a pyrotechnic ingredient consisting of magnesium and an oxidizer, such as strontium nitrate. They burn down at a heat of around 2000 degrees Celsius, which is similar to the heat given off by a welding torch. The smoke can lead to asphyxiation and asthmatic problems. People with heart complaints also risk suffering a heart attack. Tests with various items of clothing show just how dangerous Bengal lights can be to life and limb. They scorch and burn through protective gloves very quickly. Even after the briefest contact, traces of scorching appear on fire-resistant protective clothing. Leisure wear, such as thick jeans denim, resists slight contact over a short time, leaving only minor scorching. However, the cotton material begins to burn after only a few seconds. Light brushing is enough to set fire to a synthetic pullover. A person can turn into a living torch in no time at all. Melted material sticks to the skin. Even burnt-out Bengal lights are dangerous if the empty casing is used as an object to throw. Smoke devices used for rescue at sea have a similar effect to Bengal lights. They are also lit by tearing off a cap. Smoke devices give off a thick, coloured smoke. Depending on the make, they can burn for anything between 1 and several minutes. They also give off considerable heat. As such devices are intended for emergency rescue at sea, they cannot be extinguished either. A device covered with sand continues to burn until it burns out completely. The thick smoke not only affects people's sight. The effects of the smoke are just as harmful as those caused by Bengal lights or homemade petards. These are made of makeshift packing and give off a white smoke, which causes irritation of the respiratory passages and mucous membranes. Because the packing normally burns or melts quickly, a petard which is smouldering usually can't be thrown or held. It's difficult to extinguish the mixture. Sand is the best way of doing so. People can also suffer injury through the effects of heat. Sparklers carry an almost magical fascination, but they are not harmless, and they are forbidden. Ballpoint pens look innocuous. However, signal guns resembling ballpoint pens are extremely dangerous because the trajectory of their contents is unpredictable, which means that outer garments are at risk. Synthetic material melts and sticks to the skin. Pyrotechnic objects such as smoke devices, lighted projectiles and fireworks can cause serious injury and, all too often, disfigurement. The carrying and lighting of such objects is therefore strictly forbidden at sports events. Anyone violating the ban on such objects faces an unpleasant surprise. Violation of explosives laws, as well as Swiss cantonal or communal decrees, can lead to a hefty fine or even a prison sentence. Event organizers and sports associations can also be punished if they do not take sufficient precautionary measures for those moments when the excitement boils over. Entry checks and body searches have become more frequent at major sports events due to the increase in the number of serious incidents. The national and international hooligan scene has been monitored for some years now, and the data collected has been analyzed by the Swiss Hooliganism Monitoring Service. Consequently, the Swiss Hooliganism Monitoring Service often already knows before a match whether disturbances might occur. If so requested, this body passes on specific information to the police force concerned. Because a small minority of people are unable to see sense, additional measures are necessary. Experience shows that the usual precautions are not sufficient. Forbidden objects are still smuggled in through weak points in the stadium structure. Sometimes fireworks and other pyrotechnic objects are hidden in toilets, gaps in fencing or walls, or even in the open, several days before a major event. Appropriate preventive measures must be taken. A second prohibitive barrier is particularly effective within the stadium confines. As a result, it becomes even more difficult to smuggle objects into the stadium. Please help us. Football fans can still cheer on their heroes without causing danger, and by doing so, they're helping sport to remain what it is: the most wonderful entertainment in the world.